the reason I had that confused look on my face is that I studied all day to talk about basketball and Jeremy Lin, but we're not going to talk about that because we were just told we have a surprise guest that we're going to welcome into the studio right now, and we actually, the 5 of us, have no idea who it is. We're looking, and you guys are going to get a special treat.
Oh,
yay! Former Governor Sarah Palin.
That's so fantastic. Oh, Bob Beckel. Oh, my gosh.
Great to see you. Oh,
Hi, Governor.
So good to see you.
Good to see
you know what?
you.
Producers, I love you guys.
Hi, Governor. Good to see you again. How are you?
Hello, how are you? Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Just in the neighborhood, so
Just
thought
in the
I'd
neighborhood.
stop by.
You know, I asked you this yesterday. Can I do it again? Can I call you Sarah?
You can call me Sarah.
Okay.
You
good.
may.
Fine,
Yes,
thanks.
you may.
You should be nice to her. She gave you a box of chocolates yesterday.
You're not supposed to say that.
I had heard
didn't-
that
I
he had
didn't-
no Valentine.
He's
trying to
That was
kill
very
him.
sweet.
We got a bunch yesterday.
And go kill him with kindness.
What is this?
she-
Tell me what the
Oh, this
bracelet
is
is.
Trig, yes.
Oh,
He
love
did that
it.
for me.
How's he doing?
He's doing great. He's getting glasses today, and I'm not there to pick out his frame.
I thought you
So
were going
Willow
to-
is doing that.
How about these? These are mine.
No.
Kimberly got me these. What do you think?
This is,
Yes.
that's Trig.
Yeah.
So, you know,
What time is
that's
the
a 4-year-old. That is a 4-year-old.
What
Yes,
time is
yes.
the 5 on in Alaska?
The 5 is on
2,
at
right?
9.
Is it?
In the morning.
No.
No.
Oh, at night. No, wait.
3.
No.
I think it's 2. At
She
3
gets
hours.
to 2 o'clock at
And
night.
then you guys repeat again.
Right,
Right.
is that the one you have a chance to see?
Yeah, we actually get to see Red Eye
Yeah,
at a decent time.
At like 11, right?
At 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you watch it every
Relatively
night.
decent.
But can I tell you
It has
something?
taken me the longest time to figure out that show.
Can we get into politics with you, Governor?
Oh, of course.
All right.
You shall.
So a lot of people say that
And then-
your comments right before South Carolina, where you encouraged conservatives to come out, right? You were the voice for all the conservatives that were unhappy with what was happening, saying, stand up, we need a conservative candidate, that you changed the nature of the race. So a lot of people now are saying Newt Gingrich should get out and Rick Santorum's the real conservative.
Yeah.
Who are you putting your money behind? Because you're not happy with Mitt Romney.
Well, I truly believe in competition, that it will elevate each one of their games, and that is what we need. And then they need to start focusing more on the main thing being how is it that they can contrast their ideas with President Obama's failed ideas.
You know-
And that's what I'm the proponent of, is more competition, more debate.
You know,
Let's
it's
keep it
tough
going.
having 4 to 1, let alone 5 to 1.
5 to 1, yeah.
Let me just say, I'll get off politics for a second. Just say I want to thank you for all the material you've given me for
Gosh
the last couple
darn
of
it,
years.
yeah.
And it's been great. Now we're going to talk about politics. Seriously, what about this? It should be competition, but doesn't it make sense to whittle it down to 2 people that are going to go after each other with specific? And where you have presumably a conservative candidate, conservative alternative to Mitt Romney, let those 2 fight it out. It's less ambiguous and more clear, isn't it?
We have 300-some million people in America. We've only had about 1 million people be able to cast a vote via primary or caucus process. We still have a lot of people who want to have a say. And then, yeah, it gets whittled down, obviously, but not yet. There's still much to be discussed.
And Governor, we talked a little bit earlier, and we did an interview. By the way, fantastic 15 minutes, great 15-minute interview on Follow the Money. Actually, our last interview. But you told me you liked the 5. You watched the 5.
I do.
I also asked you, I said, Bob and I have a little bet, kind of side bet going, whether or not there could be a brokered convention for the Republicans this year. I say yes. He doesn't quite think so. What do you think?
I think so. I think that there definitely can be, especially if things keep going the way they're going, without specifically Romney being able to get over that hump and really being able to convince the majority of GOP participants that he is the one to be able to handle what it is that Barack Obama's billion-dollar campaign machine is going to throw at him. So I can see that happening.
This is something I've wanted to ask you for a while, because if you go back to the 08 campaign, there was a Friday night where I was watching from the press secretary's office, and I don't know if you'll remember this. You did an interview with Savannah Guthrie. And she had followed it around, but it was for Trig, really. And there was a moment there where she asked you if you felt a responsibility as a mother of a son with Downs, that if you had felt a responsibility to the other kids that were, remember there all the Trig T-shirts? And I just wondered if you could share with that moment, because I remember thinking that was an excellent moment that I think told people this is who Governor Palin really is.
Well, it was a moment where I think I could connect to other people who may be facing challenges, not necessarily having a child or a family member with special needs, but knowing that everybody has challenges in life. And mine just happened to be played out sometimes on the cover of the National Enquirer or whatever, but just being able to relate to others who they learn through the School of Hard Knocks. They don't have the perfectly coiffed persona or family or whatever it is, and yet you're strengthened. You learn much from those circumstances around you that aren't necessarily ideal. I felt a connection to people through that.
I always remember that as a really special moment in that campaign.
I'm the last middle-aged white guy who's a liberal in America. Think about me. I've got it. But I'm not perfectly coiffed either. So
Well, we're honored to have had you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you
Quick
for coming.
answer.
That's
Will you
really
campaign
great.
with Mitt Romney if he becomes the nominee?
I absolutely will. I'll do all that I can.
Will you run again?
I don't know.
I got to
Yeah,
tease because she's
We
staying.
gotta
Perhaps,
tease, but
perhaps.
can I
You
do-
look
can I-
terrific,
can
by
I
the way.
tease something?
Perhaps.
Like in person.
So do you.
Guys,
My goodness.
Guys, I asked the governor if it goes to a brokered convention and they tap the governor, what would she say? I'm not going to reveal it right now. You're going to have to watch and find out tonight at 10.
All right. The six of us are going to be right back.
So we're back and honored to have one of my favorite people on the planet, Governor Sarah Palin, right here on the desk with us at the 5. Greg, to kick it off here, last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I have to ask. You mentioned red eye, and I'm curious why it took you a while to start liking it.
Well, I couldn't figure it out and wondered what kind of demographic was attracted to it at 2 or 3 in the morning your time. And you said once on the show, you said, Sarah Palin will never come on this show, or she knows she can never run for president if she's ever on this show. And that's always kind of struck me as sort of indicative of the weirdness of...
You know, don't
Therefore,
feel-
you're going to be on tonight
was a challenge.
because you're going to
That was a
challenge
challenge.
him.
You know, don't feel bad because we still don't understand him when he sits there and he says things here. Well, he'll sometimes with all these monologues, we'll go, what was that all about? So don't feel
That's
bad.
because you fall asleep during them, Bob.
No, I don't. I think they're very interesting. You're one of the
Or
most creative
texting.
writers I've ever
Yes.
seen.
Wait, you were
texting
texting in the
yourself.
previous
No, I
months.
don't text. You guys are the ones who read those things.
You
If I
just-
read them, they're 18-1 against me. So
You
why do I
just
read
brought
them?
up she couldn't come on because if she ever wanted to run for president again, and I
There you
asked you
go.
right before we went to break if you would run for office again,
Well,
and you said...
I always, after you said that, I thought I need to get on that show to
Yeah.
show him that he's wrong, that's, you know, we'll break that curse.
We might have to medicate Bill Schultz if you're going to go on because he would faint from the beauty.
No,
I think. He might. He's
We won't have you sit near him.
touchy like
Just
that. Yeah, for a lot of reasons.
You are so good, though, Gut. You
Oh,
really
thank
are.
you.
Yes.
Oh, new
Thanks.
nickname.
That people call me
Gut.
that, usually
Gut.
affectionately.
Does
Sometimes.
your wife tell you that? That's the question. Does she say that?
What, calls me gut?
Oh, no. No.
The other part.
Has anyone ever called you gut, Bob?
All the time.
For different reasons.
Yeah, they call me a lot of other things. This young lady called me a doofus, but she was nice enough to own up to it. And I will say, once in a while, I've used a few words about you. So,
I've caught
but we'll
those.
put that all under the table, won't we?
Yeah, under the table.
Are you actually making
Son of a-
peace here?
Actually, you actually hit me. I'm going to call the human police. What are they called?
Human resources. Governor Palin.
Not the canine this
Can we say
time.
thank
The
you so
human
much for
police
joining
are in
us?
state.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We
Thanks
got to
so
go,
much.
you guys. That's it for the 5. Thanks for watching. See you again tomorrow night.